Hi everyone, welcome back to hashtag Ask Apple. Today we are going to interview from University of Queensland, Jinny. Hi Jinny.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Jinny. I'm from the University of Queensland, the regional manager looking after Southeast Asia.
Is this your first time here in the Philippines, Jinny?
It is very first time in the Philippines, and I'm very happy. And so far, I've had a very warm hospitality while I stayed in Manila. So thank you.
Wow, how did you find our new office?
New office is fantastic. It's just very spacious, very new, very clean.
Yeah.
Of course, whenever I walk into Asia offices, there's a warm hospitality.
Yeah.
Really reflects the culture. So thank you. I love it.
It's all over AUG offices.
Yes.
Yeah, we have 30 offices as of the moment, and we are celebrating 30 years
30
this
is,
year.
yes, that's right.
Woohoo!
Big milestone. Woo!
Yeah. This April, we do have a lot of inquiries and students for University of Queensland. But for our students out there watching us right there, can you give me a brief overview of University of Queensland and what can students expect from the campus life at UQ?
Okay. So University of Queensland is the member of Group of 8 universities in Australia, and Group of 8 universities are research intensive universities in Australia. And we're the only Group of 8 university in Queensland, located in beautiful St. Lucia. It's a big main campus, but we do have 4 different campuses at UQ. So academic excellence is something you can definitely expect. But one of the things that I love about UQ is the very strong sense of community. When student comes, and being a migrant myself, although I have been in Australia for a very long time, I feel welcome instantly when I moved to Melbourne about 10 years ago. So I think that's one thing that student can experience and expect, feeling welcomed and being part of the big community, and have that sense of pride. I think that's what they can expect.
Yeah, well, that's very interesting, because Filipino students are really into that kind of culture, Filipinos are very hospitable. For the international students, can I know how does UQ support international students?
Yeah, so well, not only international students, but for specifically helping international students, it starts before they commence. So throughout our interaction with the students before they even apply for UQ, but also in a bit more of the process way, we do have virtual pre-departure seminars, which just happened. Second session just finished on Saturday last week. So we help students to get prepared, and those sort of sessions we brief about what to expect living in Brisbane, what are the things they need to pack, for example, help giving a bit of tips. We often involve students to share their know-how, they experience, but also things like how to enroll. And when they arrive, we're just about to kick off our orientation next week. Orientation week is one of the most exciting time of the year, and this is semester 1, which is a larger intake. So international student can expect to get all the course related information undoubtedly, but also life aspect of it. So we have student mentoring system where students peer-to-peer level support. So things like not about writing an essay and academic support, but where is the best coffee on campus? Where is the quietest spot to study during the study exam? So there's peer-to-peer support is there, and also for the Filipino students and many of the international students. Amongst over 200 student clubs in society, there's a Philos, Filipino student group, who will be out there to supporting newly arriving Filipino students. So that's another exciting part, that you'll have the supporting group there.
That's very nice. I talked to one university student there, and then she mentioned to me that in the life in UQ is very welcoming. At the same time, she has this group of friends like coming from different countries. I think UQ is not just about being being a top ranking school, of course, one of the Go8 university, but also very welcoming and very diverse when it comes to the culture, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I very strongly encourage all students, not only international students, but for domestic students too, to
Yeah.
engage in student clubs and society
Yeah.
because building a network, you find a lot of opportunities from that. That's the beginning of it. So, get amongst it, get involved and be part of the community.
You're right. Of course, studies is kind of hard, of course, right? But having that kind of community will give you support.
Absolutely. And that emotional support is so important as well.
Yes, especially the international students.
Correct.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. UK is also known for their research and their sustainability. Could you tell me more about the university's initiative in this area?
Okay. So sustainability, UQ has a very strong commitment in sustainability, and we do various research in this field. The sustainability journey started over a decade ago. In 10 years ago, so 2015, UQ built the largest the solar research center and research center of farm in Gatton campus, and now we also have huge area of solar farm in the area of Warwick. So the fun fact is there are more than 200,000 solar panels and over 750 sheep going under the solar panels to clean up the grasses. So there's another sustainable way that we don't have to mow the grass using the petrol. And it generates enormous amount of energy. And there are a few other things in the research. Not only the solar farm, solar is a big part of it because we do generate a lot, and we in fact source our own energy through those solar farms. So most of the campus is running quite low cost. Also, St. Lucia campus, Canton campus, we have solar panels on the roof of the buildings, which generates a lot of energy. And there is a Global Change Institute with the building that is specifically designed and built where it generates more energy than we consume every year. So that's a typical sustainability initiative, but also small things like waste management. We do educate UQ community in terms of recycling and get the waste sorting properly so that we can reduce and recycle those waste. Other parts, things like food resources, food source. So our research involves sourcing more sustainable way of low carbon way of sourcing the food as well. So there's a few other things happening.
Wow, that's very nice. And I think the students are also involved on those things.
Absolutely, right? Yeah. Not only the research, but also having that initiative. Students, because when they come in, they get education. They have better understanding of how we can contribute to reduce and revitalize what we have around us and really keep it for longer. Both student and staff, and we're trying to involve our curriculum or make our curriculum and educate the students more and more.
Wow, I think that is very nice purpose as a student, as a staff of UQ, and as the university, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, Jinny, can you give some advice to those prospective international students considering UQ for their studies?
I think first of all, be open to study options and study destination because we're in Brisbane, and Brisbane is somewhat less known to students who are considering Australia. A lot of people heard about Melbourne and Sydney. Brisbane, we have a huge opportunity. We're getting ready for the biggest international event globally, which is the Olympics in 2032. So it's a very exciting time to be in Brisbane, but also look for the programs that really suit you. What is the right fit, not just because of destination, but look at the curriculums and things like that, and having the great environment, the learning environment, community feel. I think that's really important when you're deciding the university where you're going to study.
Well, thank you so much for that one, Jinny. Thank you for visiting our office and for doing the podcast here with me.
No, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure, great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jinny. Thank you everyone for watching us today. Again, this is your Counselor Apple and this is hashtag Ask Apple. See you!
Bye.
Thank you for watching. For more episodes, please follow us in Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, follow us in our TikTok and Instagram account. Again, this is your Counselor Apple and this is hashtag Ask Apple. See you!